not sure. Yes, no screaming as soon as the stream starts. You extra work for me. What music are we gonna go for? I guess just the lo-fi. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Okay,
Five.
and with that, we are officially live. And if I sound any different, chat, just kind of like let me know if I sound too loud or too quiet. I changed my my mic position, so. But I digress. Who wants to do the recap?
We got kidnapped.
So hung up on that.
we did fairy dragon gym challenge plus battle, which is really awesome, and you can go watch it on YouTube.
Yes, it is true.
The man's drugged us to get there.
Says the one who also says the one who also has like the seed bag.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a drug hat.
Can make it into a drug hat now that Fuji can't fit under there anymore.
True. Although you should have the farmer guy that was at Renegade's hideout. We never ended up taking his hat.
That's true. That is true.
I mean, I could become drug hat because I do have access to where I can take sleep powder from, I think, my now.
It is true. When it comes to that, do they actually need to know the move? I assume so. Yes. Okay.
And I think I actually might have to change it now since mine's no longer in the party.
All right.
Oh, I can just throw anthrax in people's faces with poison powder.
Oh god. All right. So with that short recap, I think we can get started. Now, of course, the last time we left off, logically we finished the gym. Do you want to call it for the day and scurry off to this Pokemon Center and hotel and start on a new day, or what? Because remember, with a Pokemon Center, you don't need like a full day's rest, so it's up to you.
I think calling it a day would be smart. Just take the rest of the day to relax and just sort of let the we did conquer a pretty tough battle, so
yeah.
Okay. All right then. All right, so you scurry off to the Pokemon Center, heal up if you haven't done so already, and then y'all retire to the hotel, which I'm not sure if it was ever made really obvious. I'm just gonna go ahead and activate this, right? That's the big tall building.
Oh, so we didn't have to drag our bodies all the way across town.
That is true.
Hello, Mr. Garchomp.
Right. So obviously you retired, you probably maybe get some free dinner or whatever. And as the new day starts, obviously the hotel rooms have TVs in them, and you kind of turn it on maybe, and you catch the weather report, whatever, clear weather in all parts of the region other than the desert, where there is a massive sandstorm across all desert routes, and to the point that even Sandy Springs itself is heavily obscured. And with that, you are, if you want to, you can flip through the channels, or we can start the extended actions and get things started.
Yeah, let's flip the channel. I want to see this content that you have ready for us.
I don't know. Why don't you tell me what might be on the TV? What channel are you putting it on?
Cartoons.
Cartoons.
Why
Well,
does that not surprise me in the slightest?
let's just say it's an animated version of the equivalent of the Power Rangers, but the Power Rangers are replaced with Corviknight riders.
Eleanor's gonna change the channel. Be like, this is kind of boring.
How about a cooking channel? Teaching survival recipes.
You're really gonna make Seth learn this shit, aren't you?
Well, have you gotten rid of your cooking stuff yet?
Have I? I don't remember. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, it's up to you. If you don't want to learn them, you don't have to.
Now I'm double checking to see if I did, in fact, get rid of it. I think I did.
Seth refuses to learn.
No, I've still got basic cooking.
Basic cooking. Okay. Sure. So the episode is on let's see which recipe do I want to hand over?
All of them. It's a marathon. We live in the hotel for 3 months watching it back to back to back.
Damn it, some Stardew or Zomboid shenanigans going on.
I was gonna say, I wish I had the Project Zomboid TV, like generic TV sound.
Mumbling. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just give you all 3 recipes that I have. There is hearty stew, Orin Dangos, and spicy leek soup. You can find them under the custom item category.
I am trying to do too many things at once.
Right.
This is also totally off topic, but
Oh,
just
boy.
to let you know, you have a viewer named Feet watching.
Oh boy.
Hello. Feet.
Hello, feet.
I don't know if it's a bot channel or not, but I opened the viewers just because I was curious, and there's just someone named Feet.
Oh god.
You'll love to see it. Send pics, by the way.
Oh boy. All right. Anything else?
No, that's about it. How much money did we get from the gym, by the way?
3,300, I'm pretty sure. Or
39. Yeah, 3,900 split 3 ways, so 1,300.
Okay, I did put my money in my bank. I
Nice.
was like, I was looking at my money total, and I was like, did I spend my money, or like, did I just forget how much money we got? It's okay. We got it.
Fair enough.
You
Okey-dokey.
said Orandango, sweet leeks, spicy leek soup, and what else?
Hearty stew.
Hearty stew. Okay.
I have done my extended experience training, some Pokemon, and then actually doing proper training on the others.
Very nice, very nice. Right. Oh, I assume y'all are gonna head out of the hotel now, yes?
Mhm.
Alright, well, then everything is unpaused. You are free to do what you wish in the town before heading off wherever the hell y'all are going.
Well, Spirit was in kind of a big rush to get here and get the challenge done, so she's gonna go around and she's just gonna look around and she's gonna just kind of look at what's going on down here from this little ledge.
Sure. So as you kind of look down over the ledge, you can actually see Hera is kind of just on the beach, her Garchomp is like sprawled out, playing in the sand, despite its, you know, kind of aggressive and mean look. They do like playing in the sand. Normally they prefer the deserts, but so it's a ways away.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get to down to that part of the beach? Do you have to either?
Underneath the pier.
Well,
Yeah.
that was
Well-
going to be my question. How tall is the pier?
I mean, there's stairs. Like
I mean-
it's enough for you to walk under, if that's what you're
Well,
meaning.
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Because, you know,
Yeah.
you can still have a step up that has like 2 steps. I don't know, maybe you wanted us to play limbo.
No, it's definitely tall enough, because remember, most of the time these are like each tile is like well, I guess, yeah, in this game they're a meter, aren't they? They're not 5 feet or 5 meters.
Is this
Yeah.
Sherry?
No, that's oh yes it is.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Everyone's gonna. How tall are these cliffs?
Cliffs are 5 meters.
Bruh, can I get that in feet?
A meter is 3 feet,
3 feet,
Just
something like
under.
that?
I
Just
think.
under?
Just under 3 feet.
Yeah, because what, Steve is 2 blocks tall, and he's supposed to be like around 6 feet, so something like that. I mean, it's enough you can easily yell, or I mean, if you want to climb them, you always have to make an athletics check.
It wouldn't be very difficult, probably. I
No.
mean, it's not sheer, and it's also not terribly tall.
I will
Right.
say, I was just gonna yell up to,
Oh, okay.
but you put it in my head that, you know, Eleanor would try to climb up and just kind of end up next to Sherry.
Oh god. All right, fair
Reach
enough.
up to pull herself up and then just grab Sherry's ankle.
I did consider that.
Yeah, obviously you very easily scramble up the cliffside, and obviously you make a lot of noise doing so, and so Sherry kind of looks over and goes,
Before she
Oh.
turns around, I put my arm around her shoulder and I do that like hand wave thing where like it's like the see all the opportunities. Sherry, I did it.
she kind of goes, you definitely did it. Yes. Most people use the stairs, but not you.
No.
Congratulations."
And I pull out the badge.
Oh, you got the badge. Oh, congratulations.
I'm one step closer to Mount Glory.
That is very true. How did the battle go?
It was interesting. Finn is kind of terrifying. If he pulls his hat off his head, just walk away.
Oh, trust me, anybody that stays here knows very well about Finn. He's a nice guy, just a little strange.
Why didn't you warn me? Sherry, I thought we were friends.
We are.
You asked me for my number, and I gave you my word that I'm gonna point to you in the stands at Mount Glory, and you didn't tell me that I was gonna be kidnapped in the morning.
Look, it is just, I mean, at this point, it is just something that every trainer going through has to deal with.
You're not even from here. Why are you justifying Finn kidnapping people?
I mean, is it really kidnapping? I guess maybe it is. Maybe it's part of the challenge.
I'm gonna remember this, Sherry. And when you're no longer at Crag Beach and you're, behind me on Tuba, don't worry about it. It's not kidnapping. I'm hanging out with my friend.
She just kind of starts laughing. So where to next? Another gym?
Probably. We haven't really considered where we're going.
Well, I believe you do have enough badges now that Bastille will deem you worthy to battle her.
Who's Bastille?
Oh, she is the gym leader of Melrose City. And commander of the Corvinite Riders.
Interesting. Didn't know that she prevented, people from going to her gym.
She's the only one that does so. She's not the only one. But the league says she can do it. So she does it. And, I mean, let's be fair, she's, what would be considered one of the greatest trainers around.
Eleanor's gonna shrug her shoulders and say, well, for now.
That is true. I know you could take her on.
You get it, Sherry. You see the whole picture. And that's what I love about you.
Of course. And she kind of looks over. What is that one doing over there?
Who?
The the one with the Delmise.
That's Seth. He has some trauma.
Oh, right. He was there when you were fishing yesterday.
This is how he copes.
Actually, it was 2 days ago. But Eleanor's gonna nod her head vigorously. Yes, he's one of my friends.
Fair enough.
You can't get mad at him, though. I'm the only person who can ever be mad at him. If anyone tries to fuck with him, they're gonna be on my shit list.
Oh, I wouldn't be mad at him. I was just wondering.
But now Eleanor is, we're looking towards Seth and Spira. So now she's curious as to what are they circling.
Yes, what are you two doing?
Spira found a bottle.
Oh, yes, you did find the bottle. So let me go into the journal entries.
Bottle.
Who would have thought I would put a who would think that I would put really fun things? Wait, which one is it? It's
oh my gosh. Fun
I
things?
We
No,
only
right?
have the really sad death encircling campaign before this to reference off of.
There we go. You will find a note number 2 in your journal entries. It reads, "To the person who finds this letter. If you are reading this letter, please find a way to deliver this coupon to my cousin. She lives in Lockport and loves to shop at the department store there. Oh yeah, her name is Annie. Attached to this letter is a 50% off coupon when purchasing trainer fashion or battle items. It expires next month."
Yo, free coupon.
Like next.
No,
Wait,
no,
it
that's our
actually
in.
managed. It actually managed to get to somebody before it expired.
Yeah, that's impressive. But no, this is our in to getting Axel to do whatever we want because clearly he's related to Annie.
What do you mean clearly?
Everyone in Lockport is related.
I'm not related to everyone in Verwood. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, it's the Lockport culture.
How? What?
Also, Scooty, just letting you know, you don't have your Melrose folder in your actors hidden from us.
Just the Melrose.
No, the one that says above Melrose.
Shut up. That's weird. You shouldn't have. Is it gone now?
No.
Okay, well that's.
If you have those individual ones like assigned to us, then I don't think you can keep them from us.
I just refreshed. It's still there. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but
Yeah, just.
Wouldn't have even noticed if Eleanor had pointed it out.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
I was trying to keep the surprise.
By announcing it.
Well, what if you guys stumbled upon it? You know, if I say, hey, Scooty, this isn't hidden, it gives him the chance to hide it before you guys stumble upon it.
I mean, that's fair. I just, wouldn't look at it. The actors tab isn't really relevant to me anyway, so. But I digress. Well, Spira pockets this coupon, or, well, she pockets the whole thing, I guess, the whole note. And now she just has a bottle? That's cool.
Yes.
She has an
Kombucha
empty
time.
cork bottle. She's going to keep that for reasons.
For reasons.
That's not cryptic. I actually have no idea why, but I just think it's funny. She let Vigilance out for a little swim. Vigilance leveled up, by the way, just from EXP training.
Oh, nice.
So that's cool. Level 13 now. Yeah, she's just on the beach. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, apparently hitting.
Float?
Yeah, Delmise has a hover speed or a levitate speed.
Yeah,
Oh,
very, very small one. Yeah.
For a second, I was considering the fact that Seth released Delmise into the ocean and it just sank.
I mean, it could. Fun fact, actually, if you hit C on the keyboard while your trainer is selected, it brings up your character sheet. I did not know that.
Yeah. All right.
Delmise's swim speed is greater than the levitate speed, so.
So, Eleanor, is the above Melrose thing just you three?
No.
Now it is.
Yes, now it is.
Okay. That kind of sucks that this whole thing is now completely ruined, but okay, it's fine.
No, it's not. We'll pretend.
Yes, please.
Please
do so.
I haven't looked in the folder. I don't know. Anyway.
Anyways.
Spira goes in and investigates this individual. And by investigates, I mean she greets them as she walks up.
He just, kind of waves and goes, hello. How are you doing this fine day?
I am doing well. Just getting some nice relaxation and free time before continuing on our quest to get all of the badges and so forth.
Yeah, me too. It took me a month, but I finally beat the gym. And I am ready. As much as I love this place, I am ready to leave.
She smiles and she goes, well, I'm glad that you overcame your trials eventually.
Yes, and congratulations to you winning as well.
Of course. Oh, what is your name?
Steve.
Steve. Hello.
Hello.
I am Spira. It was nice to meet you. Is it the lighthouse over there?
That? Oh, no, that is Hera's dragon shrine.
I see. Are we allowed to go up there?
I believe so. There's not really much in there. I think she normally goes in there to pray or something, but should be fine.
Dragon trainers. So over dramatic.
I know, right?
Well, it was nice talking with you.
Of course.
And,
And
she's
there
gonna
goes Spira.
go- And she's gonna go.
Welcome to the Pokemon World Washington Monument.
Bye, Sherry. I'm gonna go talk to this guy. Oh boy. All right. You just see an old man just kind of sitting on a bench eating a sandwich.
Oh my gosh, where did Eleanor go? Oh, there she is.
She barely moved.
Shoosh.
I can't wait for me to be done talking to this old man, and instead of going around, Eleanor's just gonna kind of slide down the cliffside,
Oh boy.
you know, right in front of Sherry, waving by. Anyway, Eleanor is gonna walk up to the man, asking, or rather, she's gonna make a comment about him being here in the same position the past 2 days. Why this bench?
Because the other bench is too close to the gym.
Oh,
I like peace and quiet. Have you never heard the music they pump through that audio system? It rattles the whole town.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Gives me a pounding headache.
Ah, me too. That's why I'm over here.
I mean, you did pick a serene spot to eat a sandwich. What kind of sandwich you got there?
Turkey.
What's a turkey?
I don't know.
Eleanor
No.
is perplexed. She has no idea what this thing called a turkey is.
Turkey.
Turkey.
We're definitely in close enough range that Eleanor's gonna lean, you know, she kind of plopped herself onto the bench next to the man, you know, uninvited. She's gonna lean forward as to not yell directly at the man, but to yell at Sherry and say, Sherry, do you know what a turkey is?
I don't know. Is it something like an elephant?
What's an elephant?
I don't know. It's in the Pokedex entry.
Bruh.
Eleanor's just gonna shake her head.
Also,
She's-
Seth, you find an Ultra Ball.
Well,
Woo.
Well, she sits back and just staring out at the ocean, she goes, my name's Eleanor.
Why we always gotta ask NPCs names?
Why don't you name them?
Because
I
you
never,
will.
I didn't ask for his name. I just said my name's Eleanor.
That's fair, but it's like you realize that I have like, you know, like 400 NPCs sitting around. I don't have time to name
Yeah.
them all.
That's why you just have a list of, I don't know, 100 random names. Just pick one.
Random names. Madden.
Mad.
John Madden.
No, this one generated Madden Long. So we're gonna go with that.
John Madden.
What's your
Madden.
story, Mr. Long? Are you a local here?
Oh yes, I retired here a long time ago. Former trainer. Didn't win the league, but I got close.
Cool. We're currently taking on the league. Except Sherry.
Any hot tips or tricks?
Oh, Oh, yeah, what I wouldn't give to be young again and take on the challenge all over again.
How far'd you get? Also, I'm sorry if you heard that motorcycle.
Vroom vroom. Oh, I got to the league. The league conference.
Cool. What was your team?
Oh, well, I'm a dart type trainer. My lead was an Ultramon, god damn it. An Umbreon.
I have an Umbreon.
Oh, well, they make such fine Pokemon.
Indeed they do.
Well, if you don't mind, I would much like to enjoy my sandwich.
I don't mind, you can eat.
Fair enough. And he just starts kind of like just casually eating his sandwich again, looking out upon the waves.
And Eleanor is just sitting there looking out to sea, kicking her legs back and forth.
Oh boy, where did okay, there's Seth. Where did Spira run off to?
I went to the Pokemon.
Oh, you went to Pokemon, okay.
I am looking.
Oh, I see you over there, yeah.
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 Hi, yeah.
Alright, Seth, what you doing?
Oh, Seth is
You did?
Seth is currently not available.
Ah. I'm trying to think of what they say in the like GTA RP community when somebody goes AFK. I think it's like they have a brain disconnect or something like that.
Yeah. They like passed out or something.
Mm-hmm. Right. And Eleanor is off.
Yeah. And Mr. Long can enjoy his tierky.
Here's turkey.
It's turkey.
I mean, I was there when we saw Hera. So now we're just gonna go see what's up.
Right. So, you walk over and obviously you getting kind of close causes Garchomp to react. He's kind of like splooting, I guess, in the sand. Would be,
I'm
I
sorry,
guess,
what the hell is a sploot?
the like what corgis do, where they just lay flat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like half buried in the sand, but he kind of like whips around a little bit because they're, sand sharks. And with that, Hera turns to you. And she goes, well, if it isn't Eleanor. Oh, and Seth. Hello.
Hello.
What brings you to the beach on this fine day? Enjoying a nice, deserved relaxation?
I kind of wanted to see Garchomp play. I have never seen a Garchomp. So excited to be in the sand.
Yes. Well, when I caught him, he was, of course, a young Gibble, and, well, you can't take he might be a ground type, but you can't take the desert away from him. And so he enjoys playing in the sand, no matter how big he gets.
Fair enough.
Well,
With her
okay.
talking about the desert and stuff, Seth's gonna friend.
And she kind of looks over and goes, "Oh, a shiny cacturn. Very impressive."
I wasn't trying to brag or nothing. Just
No,
seeing
no.
if she wanted to play with the Garchomp.
No, I wasn't insinuating anything. I always enjoy seeing unusual Pokemon. And with that, as Queen kind of walks over to the Garchomp, the Garchomp kind of circles Queen a little bit, kind of like sharks do around a boat, and does appear to be in a playful mood. And Spira, you pick up a fire booster.
Fire booster.
Wow. I do hate to be nosy, but do you have any plans?
Where are we going next?
Well, we were still trying to decide, but I think that we've taken enough detour, and we have the badges now that we can go back, so to speak, down south to Melrose, and then I wouldn't mind stopping back by Ocean View and picking up the dark badge as well. What was that gym leader's name again?
Which one?
Sorry. What was that?
Which one?
The old guy.
The dark gym leader in Ocean View.
There's Byron and Howard. I believe your character knows Byron.
Yeah. It's the one he took us on his ship to go save Professor Cypress.
No, he didn't go with you. He got off the ship. You greeted him on the you guys were getting on the ship and he was getting off the ship, I think. Something like that. It was a while ago.
Right. Because Ocean View is the dark ghost gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was only one guy.
No, it's two. You just haven't seen the other one because he's the ghost gym leader. Get it?
Right.
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 They're reclusive gym leaders because they're both like edgy gothic writers. So
right.
They literally just will upend their gym leader duties to go like live in a cabin, a secluded cabin, to finish a book.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. So yeah, so Sphera knows Byron, because she's lived there forever. Yeah, so she just says that that she wants to go back south and pick up the badges from the gyms that they had to skip because they needed to be stronger.
And Hera just kind of nods her head. Oh, I have heard that countless times. Well, I wish you luck. Bastille is not an easy fight. I know gym leaders always like to say that, but she is no joke at all.
It is all right. I hope to defeat her in handy fashion as to perhaps one day ride with them. I'm training a Corviknight of my own, but it is kind of a dream of mine.
Of course. Oh, so many people have that dream, but I think you might have it in you to become a writer. It's quite an honor. There's not many of them left.
Indeed.
Well, again, I wish you the best.
And to you as well in your future gym leader career.
Of course, I do have to deal with Finn after all.
I'm sorry.
I've gotten used to it.
I once was enchanted by the fairies, but no longer.
That is very understandable. All right. With that, anything else over here?
No.
I
Okay.
don't think so. I didn't have any items to buy. I was just
You're just
browsing.
perusing.
Mhm.
Fair enough. All right. Spear is up on the dock. What you doing? Or the pier?
Here.
Pier.
I think. Are we flying? I guess we're flying. Let's go to the world map here. So we're on Crag Beach. I mean, I get there is technically another route to go on 128 to a point of interest, but
I thought that was like the Victory Road.
It's actually harder than Victory Road. It's actually closed off at the moment
oh,
because
Oh,
I
it is
I
correct.
assume that's
yeah.
Mount Glory.
Yeah, that leads to Mount Glory.
right.
Yeah,
Of course.
that's post game.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, it's either flying or taking tuba.
Yeah. I mean that's not to say that, that's not to say that we can't do both.
I mean, obviously, it is up to you. Either way, it's going to take probably about a week because it took 2 days to get to Crag Beach. You're gonna have to go up. Obviously, if you don't take tuba, you're gonna hit a bit of a sandstorm. But taking tuba is also a longer route because obviously High Cliff, all the brown and stuff is like a mountain range, so it definitely will take some time.
I think taking tuba and just, riding along the coastline and just going.
We're making
Into
our own path.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we would go into the inland sea, kind of. Or it's really not inland sea because that's a man-made thing right here, but you know what I mean. Take the water route to Melrose.
Okay. Is that the definitive plan?
Sure.
Okay.
I think it's better than somebody being held up by oh well no, actually Spear has why am I blanking?
Neither.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm blanking on Noivern's name.
Justice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, with that. Okay, so over the course of a week, y'all make your way around the Hyrus region, and as you start to approach the fortified island of Melrose, it sits atop like a sheer kind of like cliff. You hear the Spira would know immediately the sound, right? The very specific wing flaps of a Corviknight, and you kind of become a little shadowed as it hovers above you. Peering up, you see there is the Corviknight kind of like tips a little bit, and a man in what appears to be metal armor and a full helmet. He kind of like tips up his visor and he goes, "Headed to Melrose, are we?"
Aye, sir.
Is this before or after the dam? By the way.
After, I assume we're like right around here.
Yeah, I did too, but like I didn't know, like, because there is technically a dam in the way. I think we would have to like.
I mean, do you want to? I mean, are you gonna switch? Are you gonna switch to flying? I mean,
we could. That's what I was wondering. Like, I guess it's not that big of a deal, but like, I guess we could like fly over the dam, recall Tuba, put Tuba on the other side of the dam.
I mean, otherwise it would have just changed the flavor. Like you were gonna run into this guy anyways.
Right,
so-
right. I was just.
Either
I
he
don't
says,
know.
"Get
I
out
was
of my
like-
airspace," or "I'm going to lift you up to Melrose."
Fair enough. I was just. I don't know. My brain was like, wait, the dam. That's in the way. That's a problem.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
not
I
really a
just,
problem.
I mean, I just kind of like skipped over it because like you've been to the dam before, and
Right,
so
right.
it's like,
The
yeah,
dam,
you-
dam.
the dam, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, I digress. I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay, so let's see. He asks you, yeah. So he goes, would you be needing an escort?
I don't
Seth,
think
just-
so.
Yes. Oh, Seth was like gonna look at Spira like, "Hey, it's the thing you like. Now's your chance."
Doing that like cheeky like grin while nudging.
Mhm.
Also, Seth, don't forget about your 7 days of berries.
Oh God, yep. 7 days of berries. Let's go.
Berries.
That's
let's-
what's feeding us on this week-long trip, because we sure as fuck didn't buy any food.
all these Oran berries for everyone.
Berries. No cream though. Maybe he took the time to make orandangos.
Well, that's what you said. You gave the recipe, and it's like, do I even have what I need to make the recipe? That is not listed.
You got oran berries? Do you have skewers? I don't know.
Building a
Maybe.
fire on
Simple.
the back of Tuba. He's fine. He's fire resistant.
Anyways,
Can I get battle armor for Tuba?
I would say yes, but it's gonna cost a ton of money and a ton of time.
Give me some time. I will procure the necessary one.
Luca's father.
God damn it. Yeah, so he kind of just nods and goes, "All right then. Best of luck in Melrose. Just stop off at one of the piers and then make your way inside the city." And he kind of like tilts the Corviknight back and kind of like jettisons off with a quick beat of the Corviknight's wings, just flies ahead. And as you kind of like look around now, you see that the sky is like full of Corviknights.
You feeling okay, Spira?
Oh yes, I just, I've never actually been here before. It's very pretty.
I meant you just turned down a Corviknight night ride. Night.
Knight.
I mean, yeah, but I climbed up. What do you want from me?
Okay, then I'll drop it.
Well, while this is going on, Eleanor would, be directing Tuba to continue. You know, I am now thinking of tuba like Appa, and it's just like, yip yip.
Oh god, yep.
I,
Giant
Giant
well-ward
whale.
rings.
See, I was thinking of a silly little like oranberry on a stick.
Yes.
just sort of hanging in front of it.
Yeah, demon.
Tuba.
Tuba, spiff, spiff. I don't know. It needs to
Alright.
be legally distinct.
All right, so with that, you get closer to the city and you see the large stone walls and the motorcycle. There
was
it
a truck.
goes. Oh,
That
was
was
a truck.
Tuba just speeding up like a motorboat.
You see the large stone pier. You see a ferry leave, and so you decide to kind of take its spot. And with that, you arrive in Melrose City.